Welcome to Beyond the Blockchain. I'm here with Tracy Leparulo. She is the founder and CEO of Untraceable, and she's also the founder of Blockchain Futurist Conference, which takes place August 15th to 16th in Toronto. Welcome, Tracy.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I know, you're kind of an events planner for Web3 events, but you know so much about Web3 and the chain, and I'm always curious, how did you get into it? How did you get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So I went to Kenya. I started a microfinance program. I was helping women entrepreneurs, supporting them to create businesses. And we were around 23 villages, so quite a large program. Came back to Canada, where I am here, and realized how hard it was to send money over borders and, really how the financial system's broken around the world. And so looking at different ways on how to people solving this problem, we found something called Bitcoin Decentral. And I got really lucky. So I walked into Bitcoin Decentral, and this is where Ethereum started. And so I got hired by the founders of Ethereum and kind of worked on them to help launch Ethereum. And what we did is we actually ran the first Bitcoin conference in Canada. At the same time, it was the first Ethereum hackathon in the world. And since there, it's just been a spiral of events. So definitely found my footing in the event space, but know a lot more Web3. So I've been head of marketing in many companies, launch projects, and just done the whole gambit in 10 years.
What's your feeling on the reaction to the banks collapsing and the confusion over where do we put our money now?
Totally. I think, it's an interesting topic. Like, what do you think when you think of a store of value? And I think a lot of the world's mindset's changing that is, where do I put my value in when they think about real estate or tokens overall? And I think there's a whole category of just tokenizing all different assets that we have to look at. Banks collapsing, it's hard to say. Like, yes, when Bitcoin started, that was the narrative. This is going to take over banks. There's going to be no third parties. That is not what's happening in realistic. It's this convergence, this together with traditional and cryptocurrency. How do they work together to create a different asset class? So I think banks collapsing, it gives another proven point why we can't just trust third parties. But at the same time, it can't be a solution to crypto's not the overall solution to it. We still need banks for a lot of reasons. Yeah.
That's a really good point. Now, I know you don't give financial advice. I know you invest yourself, but I have heard you say, if you want to look at what, a strong product is, or project is, I should say, if you want to look at like what tokens are going to be here to stay, what projects are going to be long-term, you said, look at the events they throw. Right? How come?
Yeah, well, I know. I say, look at the events they sponsor and they attend. Not necessarily just the ones they throw. Some of them throw a lot of money at events that probably shouldn't have, but definitely the ones that support the community. Yeah, and I have found over the years, it's the companies that support the community that are the ones that last the longest. It's just been my observation. And by supporting the community, it's sponsoring the event, sponsoring your local meetup, going out and helping the people from the ground up. There's a lot of greedy people in crypto, in the world, but definitely in crypto, I've noticed, that are mooching and things like that. So they don't last long because it really is a community-driven space, and the people that support the community and sponsor events and are the ones that succeed. And I talk to mostly I'm talking to the founders and CEOs of every company that come and sponsor our events, and you can tell which ones get it. I know how important it is to have a footprint. The other thing that's nice about events is it's in person. I could see you, I can meet you, I can shake your hand. It's like with AI coming out now and bots and the whole world being anonymous in crypto, events are the place that people can say, yeah, I met the team. All right, they actually have a team of developers. I've met their CTO, not necessarily, are they just a website, or who knows who they are or where they're coming from. So yeah, I would say the ones that support events are typically the ones that last.
So for someone who's never been to a Web3 event, never been to a hackathon, thinking about coming to the Blockchain Futurist Conference in Toronto, how do you describe it to people who've never been?
Absolutely. So it's unlike any conference you've ever been to. It's a very festival style interactive experience. We do it in a mega entertainment complex in this outdoor cabana pool bar. And so it's this indoor outdoor kind of environment. And we cryptify the full event. So helicopter rides, food trucks, POS systems everywhere. We have NFT galleries of over 50 frames this year. We have gaming tournaments, anything that you can touch and feel with blockchain, we bring on site. We put our insurance on the blockchain. We give NFTs gated. It's actually a whole different world, because I believe that if you can't bring blockchain into our own event, how are we going to bring it to the rest of the world? So basically, yeah, we've become this platform that people can touch and feel the technology. We also allow a lot of our companies to launch and kind of test market to say, was it easy? Was it easy to onboard? I think there's a really big gap that people who aren't in blockchain and crypto have to onboard. How do I get a wallet? How do I send tokens? How do I do an address? And we help relieve all that. So I've launched my own token at our event. This token powers the event. So as long as you go to sponsor booth and listen to sessions, you get free activations on site, and we give you tokens to play around with the event. And it really is more this like educational process that we give people. So it's unlike any conference. You gotta come, Lauren.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So the conference takes place in Toronto. It's August 15th to 16th. And you've been doing this how many years now?
So I've been in blockchain events for 10 years, but this is our 5th edition of Futurist Conference.
You don't want to miss it. It sounds like a blast. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Awesome. See you there, Lauren.